Okay, this lesson is 4.6, applying writing linear equations to word problems. So basically all that's different in this lesson is that we're going to be looking for our information from a word problem. So we're still looking for a slope and we're still looking for a y-intercept, and everything that we know about slopes and y-intercept is the same. We're really just gathering that information from a word problem or a situation rather than just being told, hey, this is our M and this is our B. For every one of these problems, you're going to want to read it. Then we're going to want to identify the two variables, identify our rate of change, which the rate of change is just a fancy way of saying slope. Remember, our rate of change is how we're moving from one point to the next on our line, and that's all our slope is as well. Hold on, my computer is not letting me write on it. We're going to reload the page. So our rate of change is just the way that the things are changing, our slope, and our constant, that's our y-intercept, the thing that doesn't change, the b. Okay, so this example says you are visiting Baltimore and a taxi company charges a flat fee of $3 for using the taxi. So a flat fee of $3 and an additional 0.75 per mile. Let x represent the number of miles and y represent the total cost. Write an equation that you could use to find the total cost of the taxi ride in Baltimore. So it tells us what our x and our y is. It says the x is the number of miles and it tells us y is the total cost. Now we have to find our slope or the rate of change. So which one of these things, and we also have to find our y-intercept, the constant. So we're looking to see which one of these things is changing and which one's going to stay the same. Well, the first piece of information they give us is that we have a flat fee of $3. That means no matter what, no matter how far we're taken, it's going to charge us $3. That's our y-intercept, our constant. It doesn't change. In terms of the situation, that's the charge to start with. Now our slope is going to be our 0.75. That's the cost per mile. And another good way to look for that slope is to look for the word per. Now that we have that information, we're going to go ahead and write our equation. If it's going to let me scroll, I'm having some technical difficulties. There we go. We're going to write in our equation for our situation. So that's going to be y equals, what comes next? The slope, 0.75 times x plus our b. And there's our equation. Now finally it asks us to use the equation to find the cost of an 8-mile taxi ride. To do this, all we're going to do is plug 8 into our equation. Does 8 go in for x or does it go in for y? It's going to go in for x because that's the number of miles I'm traveling. It's not the total cost. Remember, y represents our total cost. So we're going to say y equals 0.75 times 8 plus 3. We're going to get out a calculator. We're going to say 0.75 times 8. That equals 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So this taxi ride would cost me $9 total. Every one of the problems on your notes here are set up the exact same way. You're going to read the problem, try and find the information, set up the equation. You can go ahead and try these, and then if you look at the notes, the filled in notes on Canvas, you can check your work and see how you did. Let me know if you guys have any questions, but it really is just the same thing that we've been doing, but now we're gathering our information ourselves rather than it just being given to us.